Hey, g'day, I'm Pete Rowe and I'm hunkered down here in Johnsonville. I'm in a little cottage here and it's pouring down with rain. It's bitterly cold and I thought I would say hello, and maybe just give you a thought for the day. But before that happens, I want to tell you something. I went down to the dairy this morning and I bought some gold. I bought some self-raising flour. Now, what for? Well, number one, it's gold. And number two, I'm going to do some cooking. I'm going to make some Afghans without walnuts. I'm going to have some cheese scones. And if I got enough flour, I'm going to make some melting moments. So I'm keeping myself a little bit busy under these circumstances at the moment. However, it's lovely to be with you. And I thought today, well, as I said, it's cold, it's miserable, and most all of us are in isolation at the moment. And so am I. So I thought I'd say, well, look, let's have a natter. But while I'm in lockdown myself, it's given me a chance to actually read some books which I've read before, and to reflect on some of the books that have helped me in the work that I do and the work in positive mental health as well. And one of the books that I've read several times and reading again is this fabulous book called Man's Search for Meaning. It's a book by Viktor Frankl. And we use this in our positive work with people. It's a story of Viktor Frankl, who was thrown into the concentration camps in Germany. And he looked after a cabin full of men, mainly. And when he arrived, they were desperate. They were dying. They were suffering. They had lost all sense of meaning and purpose in their lives due to what was happening around them. It's horrific. The book itself has a very good ending, but that's not for today. I just want to give you a snippet of an area that I feel is so important at this time for all of us. And it's that whole area of hope. And Viktor Frankl had the ability to get these men to hope. How did he do that? He actually made them think about what's in their life, what is it in their life that they can hang on to during this time. And some of them, it was the thought of their wives getting out of Germany, also their children, which they were unsure of, good friends that they had made over the years and wanting to catch up again with. He made them think about them. He also made them think, for some of them, about their God and the hope that that can bring for them as well. So his main thrust to assist these people was hope. And I guess in our own lives too, it's an important part too for our lives at this stage. Hope. You know, we've got to start thinking about the friendships we've made and unable to see or touch at the moment. It can be a wife or a husband. It can be the kids. You look at them at home at the moment and be thankful that you have them, even in spite of playing Scrabble 36 times a day. So we have to pivot on those areas of our lives that give us meaning and purpose. Over the last few days, I've been texting and emailing people and ringing people, particularly those who are shut in or sick or are lonely. And I think that's something we can all take into account over this time. Hope is the ability to know there's something bigger than ourselves out there. It's such an important part of the ingredients of our lives at the moment. And I just encourage you all to start to think about those things or people in your life that bring you hope and sustenance, even though you don't see them. So that's my little thought for the day. And just back to this flower again, it's got here, shorter rides. So let's together rise and have hope in what's ahead of us the best we can. Nice to be with you. See you later. Bye-bye.